Welcome back to the Media Center, Branden Grace,
Thanks, man.
Southern Guards GC. Branden, 5 under, 66, tied for second. You teed off in the final group today. The energy off that first tee, it seemed to follow you all over the course again. What's that experience been like?
Yeah, Louis then told me last night, and they said, "Listen, get yourself ready because you've not experienced anything like that." And it was that and better. I got a little teared up there on the first hole. It's it's a very special week for us. We've dreamt of bringing the LIV Golf event here to South Africa, and it's we bought into this thing from day one, and we believe in the product, we believe in the league, and we believe in all the players here, and we believe in where we're going. And bringing it here, we would have hoped that this is what it was going to be like. But the guys came out in the thousands, and it's been phenomenal. It's honestly today was probably the best day of golf for me personally in my life. I don't think I've experienced anything like this.
Media, please raise your hand.
Branden, here we go.
Sorry.
Hi. Just on your performance today, obviously there was a lot of pressure. You and the two guys from the Crushes. I mean, you guys kind of going toe and toe. How was your mentality, especially with the crowd backing, but you also had Bryson with you?
Listen, I think you kind of just prepare yourself for that. The South Africans are Bryson crazy. Listen, you can hear them outside now. But it's phenomenal. I mean, this is what it needs to be like. This is what all of our LIV tournaments needs to be like. You have the guys like Bryson, DJ, Cam Smith, Phil, all these guys. The one thing that makes this week so special is I remember the day that the President's Cup came to fan court. I can't remember how old I was, but I saw two guys on the range, and it was Tiger Woods and Charles Held III. And I've told Charles this story probably 4 times. And I was... I ran back there and I sat behind them, and I was the only guy on the range sitting behind 2 of these guys, watching them how to hit golf balls. And this is what we are doing for all these young South African kids out there. We're giving them hope, we're giving them a dream, we're giving them something to look forward to. I just had to prepare myself for that. And I must say I felt a lot more at ease than probably what I thought I would have been. Yesterday, I think I was more nervous yesterday than today, although there wasn't that many people. When 17,000 is not that many people, it's a hell of a lot of people. But, when I got to this turn, I teed off at the bottom, and I feel the bottom side there is a little bit quieter than when you come to the top. And, when I got to this side of the golf course, then things got busy. But it's phenomenal. Listen, it just made me stay in the moment even more and just play and just focus on what I need to do.
How's it, Branden? Dimitri, obviously electric today, bro. Congratulations. It was unbelievable golf. I know you're born in Pretoria, but you call the garden route home. I wanted to ask a 2-part question. The golf course that you'd call your home course, that you spent kind of fine-tuning things in the garden route, where would you say that is?
So I've been fortunate, my whole career. I've been part of the Fan Court Foundation, part of the Ernie Elson Fan Court Foundation after that. And ever since my first, I don't want to say proper one, but since I won the Volvo Championships at Fan Court, I became an ambassador. So I lived on the estate pretty much all the time, and the links down there at Fan Court gave me honorary life membership, and when I go home, that's the only place I go to play golf. I do the odd trips to George Golf Course and Eisner Golf Course. It's just awesome to play these very old school golf courses and see that type of things again. But the links is definitely my home course. Yeah.
So if we go all the way, Sunday we lift the trophy. It's individual and team. If we go all the way, can we have a commitment from you now that we're ringing the bell behind the bar at Fan Court on Sunday night, and you can do an e-wallet to someone there?
I will definitely ring the bell on Sunday night.
And then can you do an e-wallet to Parkview in Johannesburg as well? And George and Nazna. Okay, so we locked in. You're going to ring the bell at Fan Court.
Let's just stick it to. I'll ring it at Fan Court, not just the links, because the links is pretty quiet. So let's do Fan Court.
All right.
You all got it on video, yeah. So I'm pretty screwed.
Fantastic. I'm gonna Uber from Joburg to George then. Thanks, brother. Well played today.
Thanks, man.
Go to Mike right behind.
Hey, Branden, right here.
To your left.
Oh.
Yep.
I was just wondering, so a year ago when this tournament was announced at at UK, and somebody had told you I'd go into the weekend in the final group playing with Bryson, especially given all that you've kind of had to deal with the year leading up to that, what would you have thought back then?
Listen, I would have had two things. I would have thought you're crazy, and then I would have thought that, well, this is exactly where I want to be, or where I would like to be. So, listen, there's a lot of change, a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, a lot of team things, a lot of backing from my family, my friends, my team. I think that's what makes the Southern Guard so special. We really have each other's backs. We are one big family, and that's just how we do it. And but yeah, this is, like I said, this is exactly what I want to be going into the weekend coming in. I know tomorrow is going to be even more electrifying than today, and we're ready.
And would you say you've been riding adrenaline for these first 36 holes, and can that be sustained for another 36 holes?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, I've been playing some good golf. I started off the season very well, the first two events top 10, and then I felt when I came back, I had a week off and I played SA Open, and SA Open kind of just threw me a little bit of a curveball. It was really windy conditions, and I just felt like I wasn't ready for it. And that threw some bad habits. It forced some bad habits back into the swing and into the body the last couple of weeks. And I've just been trying to grind it out and grinding through that. And coming here, my coach just said, listen, just work on the rhythm, just almost try hit it smooth and things. Obviously the ball goes further, yes, so you don't really need to do that much more to try get a little extra out of it. But I know that things isn't far away. I feel that I'm playing good golf mentally. I feel I'm there. And if I can step it up on a day like today, playing with one of the best in the world and in front of this crowd, then I know I can do it. So, I'm ready. I know the team is ready. I know, we hope for a big weekend.
Next one, to the right.
Brandon, Wade, complete golfer. Let's talk about the noise, because this is not a normal golf tournament. The reception on 17,
Yeah.
Mental. You stick it so close. Tell me, what were you thinking walking past, just seeing those thousands of people, 5, 6, 7 rows deep?
Listen, I felt that on every hole today. The 17th was just a little louder, but every tee box and every green I got onto today, the guys, they were applauding us. It was phenomenal. I've never experienced anything like that. Like I said, this is what we've dreamt of bringing a LIV tournament to South Africa. The good thing about 17 is you can control your nerve to be able to hit a golf shot like that. It was just such a perfect distance. It was a 141 yards, little down off the left, and I knew it was just a stock standard wedge. Didn't have to do anything special. It was more just really backing yourself to aim a little left because of the wind direction. And I'll back myself with a wedge or with my wedges any day. So it was phenomenal to be able to hit a golf shot like that under that pressure, and then you see the crowd just go absolutely bonkers. Yeah.
Okay, and then just help us help the crowd, because LIV Golf, loud noise, music, the intros, and then the marshals put their hands up and say, quiet please, but you've got music blaring. Do you want noise? Do you not want noise? Do you want English? Do you want Afrikaans? What do you want? Help us help them.
You're putting me under the spotlight here. I actually haven't even thought about it the way that you just explained it there, to be quite honest. But listen, I think I think the music is something that we've gotten used to since LIV started. I think I don't mind the noise from the people. I must say, I think the South African crowd this week has been very respectful of how they have done their things and how they've gone around, supporting every player out there. For Bryson, for instance, they kept quiet when he was going, but when he was walking, it was chaos as well. And it was the same for me today. So I actually like that when, go crazy when you want to go crazy, respect us when we want to hit shots, and then enjoy the vibe.
Two more in English, and then we'll go to Afrikaans. Ben?
Yeah, Brad, English over here. I'm quite bad at asking questions, so bear with me for a second. There's something quite beautiful about a guy who can come and burst on the scene. Like when you won the original European Tour, now DP World Tour, you had a really good run. And then you've maintained, and here you are, it's LIV Golf South Africa, you're one of the South African guys, and you're the top of the leaderboard. It's like what dreams really can be made of, like your BMT this week is solid. I tried to ask Bryson this question last week, and he said, don't try to get in my head, and I kind of agree with him. But for you, how do you keep it like that? How is it that a golfer can golf's hard. Everyone in this room here is terrible at golf, okay? So they might maybe side with this question, not Dimitri. See what he does at Parkview. But like, is there something special that you do that you can center yourself? That's like, you want to play well every single week, but you're doing it right now. Like, what's happening in your head? Like, what is the secret sauce almost about being a top level performer?
You know, listen. You make it sound very easy, but it's not. There's a lot of ups and a lot of downs.
I told you I'm not good at questions.
You know, through the years, you know, I've been top 10 in the world. I've been top 15 in the world for numerous consecutive years, winning all around the world, and you know, then you go through slumps as well. And you know, those are the hardest things. You know, when it goes well, everybody wants a piece of you, and everybody loves you and that. And the hardest thing is when you struggle. You know, go through these dips where you know what you're capable of, but it just doesn't feel like you can ever get there. But you never have to give up. I think when you come to South Africa, it almost feels like it makes it a little easier. You know, I remember I've always looked forward going back home, coming to South Africa after long DP World years and PGA seasons, coming back and supporting the tour. Not that the standard of golf is different. It's just I felt that personally I was on a different level. And I always kind of showed that with how I played when I came to South Africa. I think events like this, like I said, this is such a close event to our heart, to all of us Southern Guard guys. We've dreamt of bringing a tournament to South Africa. We dreamt that this is what it would be like. And you kind of just have that thing where, you know, you just never back down. I always kind of think of myself as a Jack Russell. You know, when I go, I go. You know, I'm very gritty. I back myself, and you know, even a day like today, I back myself against Bryson. You have to. If you don't do it, you're not going to make it. But the self-belief have to be there, and I think you know, that's what I got.
Alex.
Yeah, Branden, great performance today. Just, you know, talking about the goosebumps and the energy out there. At the Lions Den, do you feel more goosebumps there, or is that the hole where you feel most gears? No,
that's the case. That's actually one of the holes I feel probably most nervous on. You know, I know it's only a wedge and things, but when you walk through there, you know, okay, you've arrived. You know, when you go through and the smoke is going everywhere, you know, okay, now you have to step up, put your big boy pants on and hit a golf shot, you know. So, you know, but goosebumps the whole day throughout the round, numerous times. We've got a Southern Guard hospitality down there on the 12th hole, and that was like an amphitheater today with all the guys behind there. It was phenomenal. Like I said, the closest thing to this that I've experienced is the President's Cup, and in my opinion, this is topped it. So it's really been unbelievable and the best experience for me today.
Just a last thought following up to your response about how you feel sometimes when you struggle, you're on your own, and then when you're winning, you know, everyone wants a piece of your attention. But do you learn more from the struggles as you learn from the good times? Like, from your experience, what would you say you learned the most?
Yeah, 100%. You know, unfortunately, sport is like that, and we all know it. It's not just golf. It's in rugby, it's cricket, it's in soccer, it's in everything. You know, when you're good, you're good. When you're bad, you're bad. It is what it is. You have to somehow put your head down, keep on working, believe, and just hope you get on to the other side of things, get over that hurdle. I don't know how else to explain it really, but yeah, just you have to never stop believing.
We'll close in Afrikaans.
Branden, goeie tweede ronde van jou. Jy sê dis een van die bestes van jou loopbaan, net in Afrikaans oor jou ronde vandag.
Ja, dat was baie lekker. Ek moet sê ek sê dis die beste, een van die beste dae van my loopbaan. Met die gees en die ondersteuning wat almal gebring het vandag. Jy weet, gister was 17,000 mense, vandag was 25 plus. Dis regtig een van die beste dinge wat ek al ooit in my lewe en my golfing carrière ge-experience het vandag. Dit was fenomenaal. Ek weet soos Louis het gister vir my gesê, luister, dit is wat jy met jouself reg kry, want daai eerste gat dis iets anders, en dit was net dit en meer. En jy weet, dit is lekker dat ek goeie golf gespeel het op so 'n dag, en ja, dit maak ons laat ons meer uitsien vir die volgende paar dae.
Ek wil jy's gevra het vol selfvertroue by die volgende derde ronde en self Sondag dan vir jou.
Ja, ek moet sê as ek kyk dan die tipe golf wat ek gespeel het die laaste 2 dae, moet ek selfvertroue hê. Ek het myself baie kansse gegee, ek het die dinge gedoen wat ek moes gedoen het. Vandag van al die pressure en alles meer opgebou het met al die mense en daai goed het ek myself geback en hierdie ding gedoen. So ja, môre is nog 'n dag. Obviously elke dag is anders hier buite. So maar ja, probeer net dieselfde dinge doen en hopelik kan ek 'n paar jy weet nog 'n paar pads val vir my en dan kan ons weer daarbo wees.
En dan net laaste vraag van my af vir die puriste wat nou nie LIV Golf so goed ken nie. Ek moes dit vertaal die partyhul, die partytjie pytjie. Wat is dit verduidelik vir die luisteraars?
Die partytjie pytjie. Jy weet dit is iets wat niemand al ooit in Suid-Afrika geervaar het nie. Dit is 'n golfgat waar jy gaan, daar's duisende mense, almal het 'n fantastiese tyd. Die wat nie drink nie, doen hulle ding op hulle manier, die wat drink geniet dit meer as hulle. En die musiek is loud en is amazing. Luister, dit is een van die beste dinge wat ek dink ons in Suid-Afrikaanse golf nou al hierso ge-experience het. Dankie.
Branden, thank you. Very generous with your time. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.